Hello and welcome to the Scatterable channel, and today we're going to be inspecting the state of pre-built gaming PCs in the year 2020 through my review of this $800 iBuyPower gaming PC. So a lot of PC gamers look downly upon pre-built gaming PCs because they usually have subpar value and questionable parts when compared to custom gaming PCs, which is why for the most part I haven't exactly deep dived into a pre-built gaming PC specifically, because I just haven't found any good value in any of them so far. However, iBuyPower gave me the chance to check out one of their mid-range gaming PCs, and that's why I chose this specific model behind me that is $800, which I think actually proposes some pretty decent value for a pre-built gaming PC, along with a slew of other bonus features and added stuff that might be worth considering, especially if you're going to be getting a gaming PC for the first time and you might not want to go down the custom route. So big thank you to iBuyPower for letting them send over a computer on this channel, especially since the Scatterable channel is known for making a bunch of custom gaming PCs that are really value centric. So I'm actually really excited to take a look at this PC in specific, because I think it's a pre-built PC worth considering, but we'll ultimately find out if that's true or not by the end of this video. So I'll be covering the gaming benchmarks of the computer behind me, as well as inspecting the quality of the parts and seeing if their value will hold up over time, as well as the initial unboxing and impressions, and then my final thoughts over this $800 pre-built gaming PC. So if you want to see more pre-built content on the Scatterable channel, then leave a like on this video and tell me why in the comments section below I should look more into stuff like this. So let's start off with the parts, which is begin with the 3rd gen Ryzen 3600 6-core 12-threaded processor, which is paired with an Asus Prime B450MA motherboard, along with a single stick of 8GB of 3000 MHz memory from ADATA, and there's also that big Deepcool GameX 400 CPU cooler that is on top of the Ryzen 3600. There's also a 480GB ADATA SU 630 SSD, along with a gigabyte GTX 1660 graphics card and a 500 watt 80 plus bronze power supply, and there is no Wi-Fi adapter, but that's a pretty common case with a lot of custom and pre-built gaming PCs in this price range. So the DIY price claimed by iBuyPower lists this PC as $940 if you were to say build the exact same computer that's right here, and I actually went ahead and got a price of $926 through using very similar parts to say if you were to recreate this PC, and that also includes a $100 activated license of Windows 10. So their DIY price is actually not too far away from the actual price of this exact PC in the custom market. So let's go ahead and talk about my initial unboxing and impressions, which were pretty positive. This PC is absolutely stuffed to the brim with packaging, so there should be no worries when it comes to this PC arriving to your doorstep and having everything in working order. Like, there's even like a little pillow inside of the PC to ensure that the graphics card and CPU cooler don't like fall out or bend. And then setting it up was pretty alright. I mean, it's just setting up like any regular Windows 10 PC. It's pretty self-explanatory and straightforward. And I went ahead and did have to install the graphics card drivers, which is not an issue. It's really easy to do. I mean, especially with a computer like this, you can just look up the specs online, see what brand of graphics card you have, if it's AMD or NVIDIA, and you just Google like NVIDIA drivers, like with this PC behind me, since it uses a GTX 1660. Click on the first link, go ahead and choose your 1660, click search, install, bam, you're done. It's not that hard to do. So that was one thing I did have to install, but there were RGB drivers and audio drivers already on the PC, which should be there by default. However, there was one issue when I did get this PC initially. So I noticed whenever I first turned on the PC, there was only one fan in the front that was lit up with the RGB colors, and even the one on the back was also lit up, but two of the ones in the front weren't lighting up at all, and I was wondering why. So I went ahead and took off the back panel and found out that actually two of the RGB connectors for some of the front fans were disconnected from the RGB controller, which is probably attributed to shipping. That was probably not iBuyPower's fault, because they want to make sure their PCs work. So that was probably something that disconnected in shipping, which was actually kind of, I could see why, because it's pretty malleable and it could fall off easily. So I did have to mess with that to get this PC in like full working order, but it didn't actually hinder my thermals because the fan still ran. It's just the RGB lights didn't work. So now let's talk about the parts inspection for this PC behind me and if I have found any red flags. So the first place I usually look at is the motherboard, because pre-built manufacturers like to skimp out on a cheap motherboard. And luckily, the one used in this PC is actually not that bad because I've used it before in a custom gaming PC, which is the Asus Prime B450M-A. So it's not that bad of a motherboard actually, though you can certainly find better motherboards for its price in the same budget range if you were to say go custom, like if you were to get one from ASRock or Gigabyte that have better VRMs and on-motherboard cooling, which if you don't know what heat sinks or VRMs are, I would just go ahead and Google that. Just save yourself the trouble of knowing what that is. But essentially, if you aren't going to be overclocking this PC or pushing it that hard, don't worry about it. I mean, especially if you're not going to be like overclocking the CPU. If you aren't going to be doing any of that, and if you don't even know what overclocking is, don't worry about it. This motherboard will be perfectly fine and it will work for a long time. Which brings me to the first big red flag with this PC, which luckily is curable, but it is something kind of sad to see in a PC of this price, which is the single channel RAM. Now that is a big no-no in the year 2020 because you want to have dual channel RAM because that offers you much better gaming performance as well as editing and overall performance of your PC, but for more or less the exact same price. You can either have like a single 8GB stick of RAM like what's inside this PC, or you can have two 4GB sticks, which will be dual channel versus a single channel 8GB stick in this PC. But if you did want to make this PC dual channel, I will include a link in the description below for a pretty much identical 8GB 3000 MHz stick of RAM that is from a different brand, but brands don't really affect RAM compatibility. So I do have that included in the description if you want to take advantage of the dual channel power that is possible in this PC. Now, another big red flag that I see, which is simply due to design and current trends in the PC gaming world, is the ventilation offered with this PC, specifically the thermals. Because as you can tell, there's a front tempered glass panel on this PC, but there's some really small ventilation ports on the side, which even with 3 fans is not going to be a lot. But luckily there is some ventilation at the top of the case, so if you wanted to, you could add in 2 more fans using that channel fan connector that's at the top of the motherboard to include some exhaust in this PC, because those 3 fans in the front won't be enough if you were in a really intense like editing session and you're using this PC at full capacity. It will most certainly get hot. So if you want to fix that, luckily you do have that up top, but it is a little bit of a shame to see. Well, I can't really blame the trends of PC gaming because that front tempered glass look, along with those RGB fans, is one certainly to get if you want a really flashy looking PC. And the last red flag that I'm kind of hypothesizing, but I can't confirm, is the quality of the power supply, because the brand name isn't listed on the product page. And with this case, I can't actually see the brand myself because of the power supply shroud. And if you look at the back side of the case, the actual brand won't be displayed on the power supply because it's kind of like flipped over due to that power supply shroud. So I can't tell what brand the power supply is, which means it could be a really skimpy 80+ bronze power supply, though at least there is that 3-year warranty, which is a little bit comforting to know. So hopefully 3 years from now, your power supply won't blow up on you. Though you can totally replace it for something better later on in the future, since this basically is a custom PC. So that is an option if you are a little bit skeptical of the power supply used. Anyways, those were the only red flags that I saw, because after this, let's talk about the amazing gaming performance for the price, which you will see in these benchmarks right here. So now let's talk about my final thoughts over this $800 gaming PC and if I ultimately recommend it. So aside from two big red flags that are kind of, you just have to deal with them, which is the power supply quality, because I don't know if that thing will last after 3 years, which you can replace, and the single channel memory, which can be upgraded to dual channel, because that's really holding back this PC. This PC's alright. I mean, yeah, the thermals are a little bit questionable, but you can add 2 more fans up top, and for the most part, this is basically a custom gaming PC already built for you, so you can reuse some of these parts in a future gaming PC or switch out certain things and ultimately make this PC a little bit better if you wanted to. But if you are just a casual PC gamer and you aren't a crazy DIY PC enthusiast and you don't know what overclocking is and you just want to play Halo, Fortnite, Apex, PUBG, any of those games, just, right off the bat, straight out of the gate, this PC can do it for you for a very nice price, along with having the full suite of having a PC already built for you that, from what I can tell, is quite clean and pretty aesthetic. So if you want to go ahead and check out this PC for yourself, I will have a link in the description below where you can check it out on iBuyPower's website or Amazon if it's listed there. Along with that other stick of 8GB 3000 MHz RAM that can make this PC dual channel. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and this is the Scatterwell channel signing out.